Say what?
Say what? Say what?
Welcome to Say What, the Energy Ogre podcast, where our specialty is lowering your light bill. But we also offer bite-sized education and financial tips for busy people who want to find overall better solutions to living a brighter life. Welcome to the latest edition of Say What? I'm your host, Laura Thornquist, and here with me today is our very own member care manager, Judel D'Souza. We're so glad to have you here with us.
I'm happy to be here.
Good. Now, according to a recent study, we want to talk about why we have you here. American Express says that 90% of us use customer service as a major factor in deciding whether or not to do business with a company. We take that to heart. And as our very own CEO, Justin Bradshaw, always says, customer experience and satisfaction are fundamental here at Energy Ogre. So today I wanted to have you on the show to discuss just how we take care of our members the Ogre way. First of all, tell us your history with Energy Ogre.
Sure. I started at Energy Ogre about 3 years ago in 2017. Mm-hmm. At that time, it was kind of just, we were starting up still. It was a little bit slower at that time, but I started off in auto pay. And then I wanted to learn a little bit more about how we were dealing with members, how we were assisting members, and then I went over to customer service to get a better idea of what we do.
And you learned firsthand exactly what our customers' concerns were and how to treat them the right way, right?
Yes, definitely.
Right? And do you think that what do you tell your team when it comes to dealing with our customer?
Basically putting yourself in their shoes, understanding what they're going through, what their situation is, and trying to help them to the best of our ability to try to go above and beyond for our customers, assist them the best way we can, so that way they don't have to worry about anything on their own. We would basically handle everything for them from start to finish.
So Judel, over the years, customer service has changed in different aspects. Customers, they want easy access to information. They want quick support when needed, like ASAP, as we know. So in your opinion, what do you think sets us apart from the electricity providers that we often deal with?
I think it's just like you said, we want to handle everything for the members. We don't want to just take a call, just assist really quickly and then let the call go. We want to be able to assist the member, like the first call resolution. We want to do everything we can on that call with that member. That way, when they get off the call, they can have the peace of mind that their issues is resolved and they don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, and let me ask you something. Dealing with some of these electricity providers, they're not so nice all the time.
No, definitely not. You're going to have long wait times, and some of the agents, they don't really want to assist you the best way. Like they want to get the issue, get you off the phone, pretty much.
Because they're dealing with the volume and they're not really caring about the customer. And we have kind of what we call the white glove experience. I mean, we really want people to know we care about your problem. And if we can't fix it, we're going to figure it out at some point, somehow, some way.
Yeah, for sure. If we can't assist the member right away on the phone and we have to contact the provider for whatever reason, we'll tell the member we'll call them back, or we'll wait on the line to get a provider or an agent from the provider on the phone and then call the member on the line so that way we could get the issue resolved. But we wouldn't want to put them through the hassle of going through all of that. We'll do all of that for them.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
All right, so Judel, a lot of members say, well, I don't want to be with that REP. They've got bad ratings, that type of thing. The fact is they don't have to deal with that electricity provider. That's what makes us different. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Our main priority is making sure that they are in the best rate. So the reason why we don't focus that much on the ratings is because we're basically their customer service. They don't have to go through the provider at all. So they can give us a call. We'll handle any issue that they may have, even though it may feel like it's a provider issue and they would need to call them, but that's not the case at all. They can call us literally about anything, and we'll resolve the issue for them and then give them the update on the resolution of what happened.
And we'll go as far as filing complaints on behalf of our members because we know the rules and we know when they've been broken.
Exactly, which is why it makes it easier for us to handle it rather than them having to call the REP, because we know the ins and outs of how the business works. And we are able to negotiate better with the REPs rather than having them go through the issue themselves.
So from the beginning, our priority has always been making sure that our members always get the lowest electricity rate, as we've mentioned, and that they don't have to lift a finger. And now we continue to try to treat each individual member with that same urgency, care, and respect that we would treat our own family and friends. So Judel, can you think of any stories that, really stand out that we went above and beyond or that we really helped somebody? Share some stories with us.
Definitely. I remember one in particular is where the member was out of the country. His children was here, and he had a nanny that was looking after them, and they went without power. Now, since the parents were out of the country, they couldn't do anything. They didn't know how to help the children to get the power back on. So Jason himself said, "Here you go. Here's a credit card. Let's pay his electricity bill. Let's get the power turned back on, so the kids don't have to be in the dark."
Pandemic question. With so many customer requests and concerns that require extra care, extra attention, simply providing satisfactory customer service is really just simply not enough. Now, earlier this year in the summertime, mainly due to many Texans spending a whole lot more time at home due to the pandemic, of course, and experiencing this bill shock from their provider, we received an outpouring of new members looking for relief. Well, our entire staff, and I'm not joking, our entire staff essentially became part of customer service, and many of us wearing many different hats, trying to pretend like we knew what we do. Just, Judel, help me. Working weekends, whatnot, not leaving the day until each member was simply taken care of. I mean, we were so very busy, and we are used to providing, as I like to call, the white glove service, and we had people on hold for past 2 minutes, and they were mad. Talk about what we went through this summer.
I think they went through a different situation because our members were so used to us picking up the phone right away when they called in that now that they had to wait for a little bit longer, they were just completely shocked as why is that happening? Well, with a lot of different things happening, one of the main thing was the pandemic. We had a higher call volume, mainly because people being at home, they had higher usage consumption. So we had our existing customers that were calling in, asking about their bills as to why they were high, along with new, as you mentioned, new members coming in, asking to join our service and how our services work. So it was definitely a high call volume time that was taking up a lot of, it was causing us to have longer hold times, longer responses for emails, stuff like that. It really helped to have everybody just jump in and help us on the calls and everything, so that way we could help our customers, at least try to give them the same service.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think it goes to show our true culture that everybody was willing to step in and help as needed, even if they weren't completely qualified, at least by answering that phone and saying, I can't answer that question, but I will get the right answer for you. All right, so we, of course, we based our company's processes and core values directly on the energy consumer, something really what we believe is unprecedented in the industry. And we actually have an office online chat room specifically to share and highlight feedback from our members. Now, through the years, we've listened to their feedback, both good and bad, and we've tailored our service to make the Energy Ogre experience as useful and convenient as possible for our members. You know what I find too is most of the feedback we get, if it's negative, it's the lack of education. And so I think we've learned to continue to better educate, and that's what we do when members call us in. So, sometimes somebody will give us feedback and, well, you put me in a bad plan, and we'll go and look at it. So, no, we didn't put you in a bad plan, but there is some usage differences, that type of thing. And so explain how you go about educating the members.
Definitely. So usually you're correct. Every time, for the most part, when we get bad ratings is because of that. Mm-hmm. So it's the confusion of how you calculate the rates, how the usage plays a part into it, all the additional fees that are added to a bill. So that's where we go and educate the members to how to read the bill, how to calculate it, how to calculate it against your usage, and how to compare it. Also explain that, okay, the previous months you had a high usage. Also, specifically this year with the pandemic and everything, you're going to have a higher than normal usage as well. So explaining all of those scenarios to the member and helping them understand how you read your bill is the way that we go about helping them. Because if they don't understand it, that's where the confusion comes.
Then they're not going to believe that we actually did put them in the lowest plan, and that would be quite counterintuitive into what we're trying to do.
Right.
So I mean, we love those questions, and we love to educate people. Let's talk about the reviews. They've been vital to our business. Of course, we've grown by word of mouth. Tell us what they mean to you as a member care team manager when you get those and see the reviews coming in. The good reviews, you just go,
exactly.
One of those, right?
Exactly. I love to share those with the team because that makes them excited. It gets it shows them that the hard work that they're inputting is actually being acknowledged by our customers.
They're
Like,
making an
see it.
impact.
Exactly.
They are making an impact. And that's truly, we always talk about making sure that our employees bleed green, that they understand really what we're all about. And I think when they see the impact that they have on the customer and job well done, albeit everything else that we do for, with the company, I think it must make them feel really good. I know it makes me feel really good. Yeah, so
it does.
Good stuff. All right, now through the years, we've earned the trust of Energy Ogre members across the state, due mostly to word of mouth referrals from members sharing their savings and customer experience with their family and their friends. We've been able to help out tons of Texans save money on electricity, while also making an impact on the electricity industry of surpassing, get this, $100 million in savings.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of money.
That is
a lot of money. Now, keep in mind, we don't get any kickbacks from any electricity provider for enrolling customers in their plans. It is so very important that you understand. We do not get kickbacks. We are agnostic. We work for you. Therefore, our sole focus is to save you money and provide you with world-class customer service. Judel, kudos to you. You're doing excellent. I'm so proud of you and your team.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the show and answer any additional questions you may have. So please drop them below in the comments section. And as we always say, be cool, stay kind, and do great things. Judel, why?
It's the Ogre way.